Look how cool this yarn glows in the dark. Today I'm going to show you how to make this adorable little ghost. It's super quick, beginners friendly, and perfect for Halloween. And the best part, I'm giving you a free printable pattern. You will find the link down in the description box. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Design Studio. I'm so glad you're here. Let's get started. This is the yarn we're gonna be using. So much fun. According to the label, it says to use 5mm crochet hook, and I am going to opt to do something different. I'm going to use the 4mm smaller because I want my little ghost to be smaller. So the way we're gonna start is by making a magic ring. I'm going to put my hook here underneath, this one on top of the other one, and I'm going to just close the ring, but not completely because we're going to work inside the ring. I'm going to secure the ring with a chain, and I'm going to put here in the ring 6 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're going to close the ring. We're going to close this first round here on the first single crochet that we did. And we're going to work this pattern in continuous rounds, okay? So we're gonna make a single crochet here in the first single crochet for round 1. This is round 2. Okay, I'm gonna hide the ring, and I'm going to put a stitch marker here on the first stitch for my round 2. Okay, always put a stitch marker on the beginning, especially if you're a beginner, so you don't get all mixed up. Okay, so I'm going to make 2 single crochet in the same stitch. We're gonna make an increase. So for round 2, we're going to end up with 12 single crochet. So 2 single crochet in the same stitch. Okay, so that was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, and 12. Round 2, 12 single crochet. Okay, so now we're going to remove the stitch marker for round 2 where we first started. Close the round here on the first one. Okay, so now this is going to be the first one for round 3. For round 3, we're going to continue working in rounds. We're gonna make a single crochet, and then in the next stitch we're gonna make an increase, single crochet, and then an increase in the next stitch. So we're gonna alternate single crochet and increase, total of 18 stitches. So that was 1, an increase, 2 single crochet in the same stitch. Then on the next one we're gonna make just a single crochet, and then in the next one an increase, 2 single crochet in the same stitch, single crochet, and then increase. Continue making that pattern for round 3 until the end, and you should have 18 single crochet for round 3. and I meet you at the end of round 3. At the end of round 3, we're gonna do an increase here in the last stitch to finish round 3. 2 single crochet in the same stitch. So we're gonna close here this round and start the new one with a single crochet, and this is the first single crochet for round 4. Okay, this is the top of the head of the ghost. Now that we already have few rounds, I'm going to weave in the tail. This helps to secure the magic ring so it doesn't open later on. And hide it completely, and now I can cut it short. For round 4, we're gonna do 2 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. We did one already, we're gonna do another one, and then in the third one we're gonna make an increase. We're gonna repeat this pattern until we finish this round. 1, 2 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then in the next one an increase. That's the pattern. I'll meet you at the end of round 4. Okay, so now I'm at the end of round 4. I'm going to finish here with my last increase, 2 single crochet in the same stitch, and I should have 24 stitches for round 4. I already counted them off camera. Make sure you count all your stitches for each round. Now we're going to start round 5 here with a single crochet. This is the first single crochet for round 5. Now for round 5, it's easy. Only single crochet in each stitch around. You should have 24 stitches for round 5. Continue making single crochet for each stitch around until you reach the end of round 5. Okay, and then when you reach the end of round 5, you're gonna start round 6 and do the same. You're gonna repeat round 5 7 more times. So from round 5 to 12, you make only 1 single crochet in each stitch around, total of 24 stitches for each round. So continue making those rounds, and I meet you at the end of round 12. Okay, so I'm in round 12. So from round 5 to 12, single crochet in each stitch around, 24 stitches in total. So now I'm gonna remove my stitch marker here to start round 13. For round 13, what we're gonna do is very similar to what we've been doing, but except instead of grabbing both loops, we're gonna make single crochet in each stitch around, but we're going to only grab the first loop. Let me show you. Like this. Okay, so we're going to just grab one loop, and we're gonna put our stitch marker here for round 13, and we're gonna make single crochet in each stitch around, but only grabbing the front loop. Okay, so just do that, making sure that we grab each stitch. You should end up with 24 stitches, 24 single crochet for round 13. Continue making single crochet in the front loop only. Okay, So I'll meet you at the end of round 13, making single crochet in each stitch around, total of 24 stitches for round 13. Okay, I'm at the end of round 13. We're gonna close, and with this time we're gonna close grabbing both loops. We're gonna make a slip stitch. We're gonna make 2 chains. Then we're gonna make a double crochet in the next stitch, yarn over, pull your hook here in the next, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, put your hook in the first 2 loops, yarn over, put it in the last 2 loops, and then in the next one you're gonna make a slip stitch. Oops. Okay, what is this is doing is like a little ruffle. So we're gonna make 2 chains, yarn over, put your hook here in the next stitch to make a double crochet, and then in the next stitch a slip stitch, 2 chains, yarn over, pull your hook here in the next stitch to make a double crochet. Oops. Then a slip stitch. You see how it's making the little ruffles? So cute. 2 chains, double crochet in the next stitch, slip stitch. Continue making that. 2 chains, double crochet in the next stitch, a slip stitch in the next stitch. Okay, if you want, if you prefer, always put your stitch marker in the first stitch right here, slip stitch. Okay, so continue doing that until you reach the end. So now I'm at the end of round 14, and I'm going to make a double crochet in the next stitch here, and then on the last one here, and first stitch for round 14, I'm going to join with a slip stitch. For round 15, we're gonna chain 3 to reach the back loops of round 13. After the 3 chains, we're gonna go down here on round 13 and grab the back loop that we left, and we're gonna make a single crochet. Okay, and that's the first single crochet for this round. We're gonna start decreasing to close the bottom here. Okay, we already made the first single crochet for round 15. We're gonna make another single crochet, and then we're going to decrease. We're gonna pull the yarn through but not finish it, grab the other stitch, yarn over, pull it through. Now you have 3 loops in the hook. You're going to make a decrease. Now we're gonna make 2 single crochet, and then in the next one we're going to make a decrease, and we're gonna continue this pattern. 2 single crochet, and a decrease. Now from now on we're gonna be decreasing to be able to close the bottom here. You see how we're gonna be closing it as we decrease. I'm gonna continue making 2 single crochet and a decrease until I reach this. Okay, and I should have 18 stitches for round 15. I'll meet you at the end of round 15. Okay, so now I'm almost at the end. We have 2 more stitches here to make a decrease. So I'm gonna just make the decrease, and I end up with 18 stitches for round 15. Now we're gonna go to round 16. We're going to join the round with a single crochet to start round 16. Add a stitch marker, and now we're going to make single crochet and then a decrease. So we made already the first single crochet, now we're going to make a decrease. Okay, now grabbing both loops, that's a decrease. Now we're going to make a single crochet, continue making this round until the end, and you should have 12 stitches, and I meet you at the end. Okay, so now I'm at the end with my last 2 stitches. I'm going to make a decrease, and I end up with 12 stitches for round 15. Okay, now what we're gonna do, put a poly fiber inside so we can completely close the bottom. Okay, so I do a little bit of a time. Okay, so now maybe I can put a little bit more. Let me see. Yeah, just a little bit more. Okay, so now what we're gonna be doing is decreases, completely decreases. So we're going to come here and we're gonna make the first decrease. And we're going to make sure we put our stitch marker here so we don't get confused. This is the first stitch for this round. I'm gonna continue making decreases to close the okay. You should have 6 decreases for the last round. Okay. Okay. See how close it is already? We're going to remove the stitch marker, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to check if I need to put more poly fiber, but I don't think so. I like it this way. Maybe a little bit more, so this is not bouncing. What do you think? I think it's fine. So I'm going to just cut fast enough and use the yarn needle to weave in the end, and at the same time I'm going to close the little gap. The way I close the gap here is by putting the yarn needle in all the stitches and pulling the yarn tight to close the circle completely. As I was making this little ghost, I decided to add a keychain holder on the top. So if you like to do that, just make sure that when you fasten off, you leave a long tail so you can come from the bottom up and then make a little loop here on the top, okay? Another cute idea will be to make a few of these little ghosts and make a garland for decorations. Adding the face detail is going to be so much fun. Just be creative, do whatever design you like. I'm going to just keep it simple. I'm just going to make the eyes and the mouth. For the eyes, I'm just making long stitches like this. The most important thing is to keep them even. So do your best with this. Another way is to add safety eyes, and you can do that before you put the stuffing inside. But I wanted it to do this instead. And when I'm done, I come back where I first started and make 2 knots and hide the yarn inside. For the mouth, I'm going to come from the bottom here and leave a tail. Placing one of the stitches kind of like in the middle of the eyes like this, and then grabbing the stitch this way to pull the smile and keep it in place. I'm going to make 2 little stitches here to keep it in place. You can just do one and maybe do the shape of a V instead of a U, but I'm going to try it with 2 stitches to keep it in place like this to make like a U shape for the smile. Then I'm going to go back to where I first started and make 2 knots and hide the yarn inside. This is completely optional to add the keychain. I'm just going to add it here very easily to the loop that I made. I think it came out so adorable, and the awesome thing is that it glows in the dark. So awesome. I love it. And keep in mind, if you want to make a couple more, you can make a garland for decoration. Thank you for watching. Until next time. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this. Goodbye.